see the kids come up, they want autographs, they talk to you, asking questions about all kinds of things, and you know, they really put you on the spot sometimes.
But that's it. Go West and go Wild West Wrestling as we go along right now in this big event. They're going to test to see which of this pair is the stronger. Is it going to be Lance or is it going to be Iceman? Iceman.
Well, now, you know, Lance is a little bit taller than Iceman, but if you've noticed, I think Iceman's been hitting some weights lately. He's thickened up in his chest, his arms, his upper body is a lot bigger. He was always very stout, but he's getting thicker all the time. I think he's hitting the gym, you know what I'm saying?
All right, let's see. Here we go. Oh-ho. It's kind of like Indian arm wrestling. Who's going to be able to put the arm down, right?
This is a lot of pressure deep down in between your fingers there. You can come away with bruises between your fingers. It gets so much pressure in there. Whoa.
That's a little shortcut.
Little shortcut.
Little shortcut to victory there, but Lance has not given up the hold yet. He's not moved his fingers out of there yet. The Penguin Man. Going to kick inside. Still Lance holds on.
Right.
Still he will not give up.
Come on, Lance.
Harold Harris, the referee, watching very carefully. Lance has a tremendous amount of support.
If he can just get down underneath Iceman's hands, he can start pushing back up. This is a hard position to get out of. Sometimes it doesn't look like much, but when you get your wrist cocked back like that, and you get them back locked all the way, it's real hard to come back from there. Oh, there you go, there you go.
Oh, that's a good way to use it.
There's one way out.
Look at it, arm drag. Lance on the wall. This is what he does so well, and there goes Iceman King Parsons.
The Iceman does that pretty well too, doesn't he?
He does. He does move fine, doesn't he?
He slides right out of the ring fine, yeah.
Fabulous Lance. Tremendously popular. Handsome young man. Creates quite a stir among our Wild West Wrestling fans.
Well, that's it. You know, Lance creates a stir, but I still want to ask you about now that the strategy that the Link had. It still runs in my mind. Where did this come from?
I don't know, because you know the Link always looks to the corner. Sheila tells him what to do. Then he approaches. Somebody else tells him.
Well, that's it. You know, I've been in the ring with the man in tag situations, and I cannot talk to him. I have to go to Sheena, talk to Sheena, and Sheena relays messages to him somehow. I don't know.
Is there a mastermind that is working with Sheena the Link and with Solomon and Cuz and all that group? There may be a mastermind involved.
The only thing I can say is let's talk to Sheena.
Find out about that. Then we can find out from Solomon and Cuz about the other.
And Iceman, I don't think he's going to get back in this ring. See what I'm saying? A lot of talk outside. He won't get in.
Building up his courage right now, trying to get that adrenaline flowing so he can hop back in there. And here he comes. He's back in.
You know, the hardest thing I see, Lance, I don't understand how a man gets in the ring with no boots on. I'd be kicking my toes and spraining my ankles. This guy floats around in there like a bumblebee, and I don't understand how he does it.
I don't either. I never liked to go barefooted when I was a kid, and most kids do, but I think that's the basis of it, to start out when you're very young and you work that way, and you know, it's like a kicker in football who does not use a shoe.
Well, that's it. You
How
see
can
him
you beat up your toes that way?
You see him out
Whoa,
there.
look at that move.
Oh, Lance took one right on the end of the chin there. Right with the knee. Iceman's got things his way now. Look at him just moving in there nice and slow. Give it to him. Ooh! Oh, jeez, those hurt on the ribs, I'm telling you, Bill.
He feels he's got the upper hand and he wants to take total advantage of it right now, and it's Lance.
He does
not have a good feel where he is, does he?
No, he's rolling in his glory, but if he wants to win this one, he better step in and get it now while he can. He's
got to figure out a good put-away situation here right now. Iceman needs a strong finishing situation. Use those headbutts and shake up your brains a bit.
It'll rattle your brain, I'm telling you. Look at Iceman strutting around, kind of looks like a penguin, doesn't he?
5 minutes gone.
5 minutes gone in this bout as our Wild West fans watch the fabulous, handsome Lance.
Well, Bill Mercer, I'm going to have to say goodbye
to you. Gotta go?
Yeah, at this time I got to get to the back and sign some contracts and get on with it, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll talk to you next time, Bill.
Good to have with you. See you later. Whoa, there's a move just as Wild Bill pulled out. Lance driving himself into the corner like a piston into an engine. And now he is shaken up, and Iceman has an advantage again now in this big bout on Wild West Wrestling. Again, let me remind you that on the 29th, as we talk to Wild Bill, as Lance is choked on that top rope, it's Fabulous Lance, Wild Bill, and Missing Link teaming up against Iceman, Buddy Roberts, and the new spoiler in our big 6-man battle. Solomon, Gundy, and Cuz have a tag team event against the champions, Tatum and Victory. There goes Lance flying out to the floor. Rockin' Robin and Candy Devine will be in action. And we'll see Jeff Rates and Bob Bradley, the Catman, and Jason Sterling, and all the other great stars of Wild West Wrestling. Look out, there's a chair in hand for Iceman. Now Harold Harris is going to try to stop this, but that's dangerous. With the referee, bang, down goes Lance. Oh, good gracious, our Harris just threw the chair around and hit our cameraman Oz Coleman, and he's decked him. You saw the camera go down. And I can't see Oz now. He's on the floor. But our veteran, outstanding cameraman Oz has been smacked with that chair. He's down. The camera, I think that's a great cameraman that holds the camera, doesn't let it fall to the floor. See Oz down in there as the camera is still working. And he's keeping it. I don't know how he avoided just dropping that camera and letting it smash. That's $50,000 down the drain if you do. But right now we're concerned about Lance being popped into the post. Oz is on the floor. And Iceman looked over at him, but that was just a very, very unusual, unfortunate accident as Harris was trying to protect Lance, pulled the chair out of Iceman's hand, and on the force swung it around and smacked our Wild West cameraman. We'll get a report as they're going to take the camera and give it to another technical man now, and Oz has been helped out of the arena to the back, and we'll find out how bad he is later. But I'm sure he was hit in the head with that chair. I remember back a few years ago, he had Andre the Giant land on him in a match and smashed the camera. That one didn't quite land on all of Oz. It would have been all over, I think, if that 700-pound man had landed on him. So we've got a cameraman down, we've got Lance down, we got Iceman. In his own way, accidentally has taken out 2 people. And is very, very proud of his role right now of having Lance on the floor. Don't forget, want to see you on hand right there in those great comfortable seats at that beautiful, beautiful location, Billy Bob's, Texas, on the 29th. All our beautiful fans that we've been looking at, they'll be back, they'll be there, and we want you there to enjoy the fun and hospitality and excitement on the north side Stockyards area of Fort Worth. It's beautiful at Billy Bob's, Texas. Right now, Lance turns it around. Bangs Iceman into the table, into the microphones, and the bell is rung. I think that was by accident, though. There's nobody there to ring it right now. Bang, there goes Iceman into the post again. Lance is coming back, getting his revenge. Shiver thrown by Lance. Another one. Well, they may have been counted out. Harold Harris is trying to get things stopped here. There goes Iceman. Nope, I think it's still going. Lance going after Ice. Lance banging away on Iceman. After all that problem he had with the chair, Lance is back. So Lance showing Iceman it isn't over till it is over his head and down on the mat.